I was on a trip out of town. Bob Mueller called me and said that there had been a really horrific shooting in Connecticut. And he said, "It's really bad, Eric. It's really, really bad." I hung up the phone and we turned on the news to get a sense of what had happened. And Bob called me back and started to give me some numbers and then said, "And it looks like it's little kids." And I understood at that point, given both the numbers and who the victims were, that we were dealing with something unlike anything we'd ever seen before.
As a parent, did you have a personal reaction? What did you feel inside?
Sure I did. I'm the parent of three young people, not as young as the kids in Newtown at Sandy Hook, but they once were, in those schools, that kind of school. The worst I've had as Attorney General was the day that I went up to Sandy Hook to say thanks to the first responders and the people who were the first on the scene. And I have to tell you that walking through Sandy Hook Elementary School and going into those classrooms and seeing the caked blood, seeing the crime scene photos of these little angels was the most difficult thing that I've ever had to do in my professional life.
Were you fighting by tears, may I ask?
Unsuccessfully. I tried to hold it together as best I could while we were in the school, but there were tears from me, from the first responders, from the crime scene search officers, and had a pretty emotional ride after I left the school, going back to the airport.